So what we can do is we can go up to the top and insert a new slide, and we'll call this our table of contents. The next thing we want to do is we want to type in the name of each of the slides we want to link to. So it's helpful to use the slide title. So we'll go ahead and make this list. And the next thing we can do is we can do some styling. So let's make this text a little bit bigger. Let's make this a numbered list. And the next thing we want to do is we want to make, when I click on the link for two images or click on this text, I want it to link to this specific slide. So what we want to do is we want to select the text, go to Insert, and then Hyperlink, select Place in this document, and select two images. We'll see a preview of what that slide will look like, and we'll select OK. And we want to repeat this for the remaining links. The next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add a link so that if I were to have gone from this slide and selected SmartArt, which will jump me down to slide 5, I can get from slide 5 back to the table of contents. So in order to do this, the most efficient way to do this is to use our slide master. We know that we're using the title and content layout or the title only layout. So what we want to do is we want to go to View, Slide Master, and when we hover over, we can tell which slides are using which layouts. So we can tell we're not using the layouts for any of these other slides. So what we want to do is on this specific layout, we want to add a home button. So one way we can do that is go to Insert. We could insert a picture, clip art, or we can draw a shape. So in this example, let's use a shape. And at the bottom, there's what's called action buttons. So we'll select the one that looks like a home, and then we'll draw it, and we'll say we want to put it here in the corner. What this will say is it will pop up a little dialog box and ask what we want to hyperlink this to. We can go to the first slide, but the first slide in our presentation is actually our title slide. We don't want to go to that slide. So we want to select a drop down, select the slide option, and then select the option that we want. So we want to go to the table of contents. So when we select OK, and we select OK again, this will now add a link. We can move this link to the title area. We can move it in the bottom right hand corner. So we'll put it right over here. And when we select it, we can also go to Format, and we can say what color we want it to be. So let's say we want to make it a little bit lighter. We can make it darker. We can make it completely black, which would be hard to read. But we can make it like this, and then we can also do some different shape effects. So if you wanted to add a shadow, you could. And then what we want to do is click back on the Slide Master and then close. And we see that on each of the slides we automatically have this link. So it's put the link in the exact same position on every slide. If we were to make a new slide by clicking on New Slide and then selecting Title and Content, we'll see that it automatically adds this link. Now we can't edit or move this link because it's part of the Slide Master. When we're in slideshow mode, if you click on this link, it will take you back to the title slide. But one of the things that we now see is that this layout actually has this graphic on it that we don't want. So to fix that, what we need to do is we either need to change the layout that we're using for this particular slide, or we need to change the way we added this. So what we can do is go back into the Slide Master, and what we'll want to do is we will want to make a duplicate of that layout, and we can just delete that button, and we want to right click, and we want to rename the layout, and we want to call this Table of Contents Slide. We'll then select Close Slide Master. We'll go back to the slide that we want to change. We want to right click on it, go to Layout, and now select this Table of Contents slide. And what this has done is it's now allowed us to keep the link on all the subsequent slides, but keep it off of the home slide.